no gold is not enough.
Hey guys, how's it going? Wow, it's been quite some time since I've uploaded a video on this channel. Today, something is in the back of my mind telling me to just record and get it over and done with and upload it and get it out there. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while. I'm sorry if you can hear any noises in the background. I got the fan on over there because it's so hot today. I've got all the windows open in my flat, but it's just not helping at all. Okay, so today's video is basically a story time about when I was in infant school and I got a ring stuck on my thumb. Or was it this thumb? A ring stuck on my thumb, I can't remember which one it was. So let's start from the beginning. I got this ring from when I was at a kids jungle gym. A place where they got like a ball pit, wall climbing, and, well, I don't think there was wall climbing. Anyway, it's basically just a kids activity centre for kids to play, hang around and stuff like that, burn off energy. And I'm not sure if you have these in America, most probably, I probably sound stupid. You know those machines that you get and they've got a glass on the top and you can see in and they've got eggs, they look like eggs anyway, inside, and they've got toys inside and they're only 20 pence. And you put the 20 pence in, you turn the machine and then out pops this egg and you open it up. Well, they had one there for rings and I really wanted a ring, so I asked my mum if she could get me one. She got me this ring and I fell in love with it and I put it on and I just didn't want to take it off. Like, no matter where I went, I didn't want to take it off. I used to wear it to school. So now you know how I obtained this ring. Let's get right into this video. We all have that one teacher that we just can't get along with. We just can't do it. We just can't. And I had this one teacher. I'm not going to tell you her real name. Let's just say her name was Miss Jones. Now Miss Jones, if you looked into her eyes, you'd probably see the devil in hell dancing. I am not even joking, she was so nasty, she really should not have been a teacher. You know that meme of the woman with like the bob haircut and it says that I want to talk to your manager haircut? That was Miss Jones. I don't understand why, but everybody used to absolutely love Miss Jones. And I could just see right through it. I could see that she didn't want to be around children. I could see that she didn't want to be in the classroom. And I just didn't like her. So Miss Jones is sat at her desk, probably faking that she's marking papers to make it look like she's actually doing some work. Bearing in mind, this isn't the only bad experience I've had with this teacher, but I'll save that for another time. We were all sat at the table and we were probably doing something quite innocent like a word search or colouring in or something like that. When I was younger, I really lacked concentration skills. I don't know why. The smallest of things, like there could be a fly on the wall and I'd be like, ooh, there's a fly on the wall, anything to distract me from what is going on in front of me. So I'm just sat there in my own world, gazing around the room, and the next thing you know I hear someone shout, oh my god, your thumb's purple! I just snapped out of this trance that I was in. It was like a That's So Raven moment, but only less dramatic. So obviously because I've got a ring stuck on my thumb and it's turning purple, I start to panic. I rush over to the teacher who sat, Miss Jones, who sat at her table pretending to mark papers or whatever she's flipping doing. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, Miss, my thumb's going purple. I can't get this ring off. It's stuck. I couldn't get it off. She was sat there, cool as a cucumber, and she was just like, just going running into the cold tap and it should come off. And I'm like, right, okay then, quickly I gotta go do this. And I'm a child, so I'm sat there. I'm not sat there, I'm stood there and I'm listening to her because she's the adult. She's the adult in this situation. I'm a child, so I'm going to listen to her. I go back over to her after about 5 minutes of running my thumb into the tap and nothing's happening. And I'm like, it's still not coming off, miss. My thumb is going purple, it's still not coming off. So she tells me then to go and try and put some soap on there. So I try and put some soap on my thumb. 5 minutes later, still isn't working. I go back to her. She's still as cool as a cucumber, just sat there, not even fazed by the fact that my thumb is about to fall off. So I start crying because I'm freaking out, and she finally uses her little pea brain and takes me up to the head office. I remember the head teacher being so lovely, and I can't remember her name, really can't remember her name, that's frustrating. As soon as we were taken up to head office, that teacher then, there was panic in her face. You could see that she was concerned for my well-being, unlike Miss Jones. She immediately grabs a pair of scissors and tries to get the scissors underneath the ring to cut it, but because of the material of the ring, she couldn't get underneath it and cut it. The scissors weren't sharp enough, they just couldn't do it. So the head teacher then takes me to her car and she drives me to the fire station. Now, I'd never been to a fire station before, so I didn't have any expectations or anything like that. When I got there, a man opened the door, a fireman opened the door, and he seemed lovely. He was nice to me, but that's probably because I was a child freaking out because I got a ring stuck on my thumb. So he offers us in and tells me to take a seat, and then says that he'll be back in about 5 minutes. He has to go and get something. He came back with something that looked like a tin opener. I kid you not, it looked like a tin opener. And me being so young and naive, I sat there and I genuinely thought that he was going to cut my thumb off with this thing, and I was so scared. So he pulled the chair up closer in front of me so he could get a proper look at my ring, and he then puts this thing underneath my thumb, clamps it shut and starts twisting it. All of a sudden I hear this ping and all the pressure released from my thumb, and I could feel the blood rushing around like crazy. All I can really remember at that point is a lot of pain. It just hurt. It was so painful. There was so much pressure released and it hurt. He asked me if I wanted to keep the cut ring, and obviously I said yes. The teacher that was with me, the head teacher, the lovely, lovely teacher, she said to me that she'd keep it on her until the end of the day and I could collect it from her, obviously because we were still within school hours. We left the fire station and then headed back to school. Now, my school was weird. It had a playground, and then there was the teacher's car park. I'm doing that so wrong. There was the playground, and then next to that was the teacher's car park with a railing fence in between. And we pulled into the car park, and there was literally, it looked like thousands of kids along this fence. So yeah, I genuinely felt like a celebrity at that point. I felt like they were all working for newspapers and magazines, and they were asking me how they got it off and did I get to keep the ring, and it was like, it was so overwhelming for someone so small, but it was amazing. Like, it was mad that meant how it spread around the school and everybody knew about it. It was just madness. It was crazy. So after about, say, 15 minutes of speaking to everybody and answering their questions and telling them what had happened and everything else, I probably made it sound a lot more dramatic to them because I was younger and it was still fresh in my memory that I thought I was about to have my thumb cut off by a tin opener. I then continued on with my day, and by the time I got back to the school, it was lunchtime, so I had to go and have my lunch. And then the day continued on as if normal. Absolutely nothing had happened. Well, there you guys have it. My story about how I got a ring stuck on my thumb and my whole experience about getting it cut off. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave any comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.